20 years being removed from power in a US-led invasion, Taliban militiamen swept into Afghanistan's capital, Kabul, on Sunday, facing little resistance from Afghan government forces. Within hours, Afghanistan's Washington-backed president had left the country and the flag at the U.S. embassy had been lowered amid a hasty evacuation of diplomatic personnel. Ashraf Ghani, Afghanistan's president, said on Facebook that his was a hard choice, but that he decided to leave to prevent bloodshed. He signed off his post with "Long live Afghanistan." The Taliban released a statement saying they had entered the capital of 6 million people and were working to restore law and order. On Saturday, the militia's fighters took the last remaining government stronghold of Mazar-e-Sharif, followed quickly on Sunday by the city of Jalalabad, which lies just east of Kabul on a major road artery. By Sunday, Kabul was a scene eerily reminiscent of the fall of Saigon in 1975 in the wake of the Vietnam War, as helicopters circled the U.S. embassy as its diplomatic personnel were under evacuation orders. The comparison to Vietnam was one that U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken was keen to dismiss. "This is not Saigon. We went to Afghanistan 20 years ago with one mission, and that mission was to deal with the folks who attacked us on 9/11, and we succeeded in that mission," he. In an alert on Sunday, the U.S. Embassy cautioned of reports that Kabul's airport was taking fire and that "we are instructing U.S. citizens to shelter in place." A U.S. military official. The airport was closed to commercial aircraft as military evacuations continue. Earlier, the House had ordered about 5,000 troops to be sent to Afghanistan to provide security and assist in evacuations of U.S. personnel. The Pentagon confirmed on Sunday another 1,000 would head there as well. The day's events were a dramatic coda to America's longest war, prompted by the Taliban's refusal to hand over Osama bin Laden in the immediate aftermath of the September 11, 2001, terrorist attacks. Within weeks of the attacks on New York and Washington, D.C., U.S.-led forces invaded the country, toppling the Taliban by year's end. But that involvement stretched for months into years. Since then, more than 2,400 U.S. service members, some 3,800 American contractors, more than 1,100 other allied service members, and an estimated 66,000 Afghan national military and police had lost their lives due to the conflict, along with more than 37,000 civilians, according ultimately, the U.S. price tag for 2 decades in Afghanistan runs as high as $2.26 trillion, including the cost of rebuilding the Afghan government and training its military. Blinken on Sunday sounded a note of bitterness over the rapid collapse of the 300,000-strong U.S.-trained Afghan security forces, which proved incapable of defending the country, and eventuality that it happened more rapidly than we anticipated, he acknowledged. That sentiment was echoed by the former NATO Supreme Allied Commander, Red Admiral James Stavridis. "You can buy all the equipment in the world, but you can't purchase leadership or political will, or in particular, battlefield will," Stavridis told, "and therefore, we see this ghosting of the Afghan army. It's quite heartbreaking." Meanwhile, on the ground in Kabul, chaos and fear were the order of the day as the Taliban, with their well-deserved reputation for repression and brutality, particularly toward women and ethnic and religious minorities, began taking charge.